Hi, I'm George Jensen, lead pastor at ECOG. Thank you so much for watching. I'm coming to you today from the chapel here at ECOG, and I'm joined by Pat Castanos. Pat, thank you so much for being on Sunshine TV today.
Glad to be here, George.
Appreciate that. And Pat is very involved with many of the ministries. She and her husband, Pastor Joe, are involved here at ECOG. And one of the ministries that Pat is involved with is our Sunday school. And we're going to be talking about something that is very critical that's coming up that may be something you want to consider if you're involved with our Sunday school here at the church, or if you just want to learn more about how to be a teacher and what skills you can gain, especially teaching young people. But before we get to that, let's take a look at what we have on the clipboard so we know what's coming up at ECOG. This Sunday, we have worship at 8 and 10:15 a.m. Sunday school is at 9 a.m. And also, the youth group is going on a lunch and water golf outing, I guess you could say, at 11:30 a.m. And we invite you to join us for a prayer service in the chapel at 6:45 p.m. Also, on Saturday at 9 a.m., we have the Women's Fellowship Breakfast. And we might as well remind you as well that if you're signed up to go to Gain as a missionary for the day, well, you want to be here at 8:30 a.m. So as you can see, there are a lot of things going on here at ECOG, but we want to tell you about something coming up on November 3rd. And that is a convention that is that I think is going to be very helpful and very beneficial for those who are involved in the Sunday school. So Pat, can you tell us a little bit more about this Pennsylvania State Sunday School Convention?
Sure, George. Well, on November 3rd, as George said, they're going to have a convention. It's where all the different churches in the state of Pennsylvania come together, and they have a one-day convention at the Newville Church of God. The theme this year is Kids Under Construction. And during this, they'll have 25 different workshops. Now, you might say, I'm not a teacher. I can't come to a teacher's convention. But there's all kinds of things. There's things about Plenty Good Room, a Bible study based on African American spirituals. That sounds interesting. There's one here on diet, how to become healthier, and different things. So it's not just for Sunday school teachers. You can learn a lot here. And there are different sessions. There's 5 different periods. So you can choose 5 different things to go to. So you can get a well-rounded day. And you even get lunch for the low cost of $10.
Well, that sounds great. Well, I did notice the theme is kids under construction, but there may be some things there, especially some of those you mentioned, that would even be beneficial in terms of non-kid items, right?
Right. But there's lots of kids things if that's what you're interested in, too.
Okay, did I understand that our navigators team here at ECOG has some kind of a deal that if they sign up by a certain date that we can get a table together? Do you know anything about that?
Yes, the navigators is going to pay for the registration for everybody from the church that wants to go, and you would just be responsible for your lunch, which I said is $10 a piece. And it's soup and sandwich for lunch. It's always a good lunch. I've gone before.
All right, and you've gone before and you found it very helpful then?
Yes, I found it very helpful.
Sounds like a good one, folks. So that's Saturday, November 3rd. You can go along with ECOG, as Pat said, and all you have to do is pay for your lunch and learn about a number of different things that may be beneficial to you, either through the Sunday school or even if you're not involved in the Sunday school. So sounds like a good one. And Pat, thank you so much for sharing that with us
You're
today.
welcome.
And we sure hope that some of you will take heed to what was said and think about this event on November 3rd. As always, we'd like to invite you here to ECOG, where we believe that God has called us to be a lighthouse serving Him, guiding people to salvation and preparing people to face the storms of life. Won't you please join us and be blessed?